Hey friends, so much energy over here. Happy Friday, happy Saturday for some. Hi Rosamond, hey Jane, Carmen, Monica, Mans, Mira, Tim, Paul, Santiago, Fernando, Lana, hi. Welcome everyone. Hi Bex. Hi Thordis. Guys, are you having a good Friday? Hi Anik. Welcome. Yeah, you see, because today we are honoring our inner childs. I thought about honoring my own also. And my favorite child or kids show was the Ninja Turtles. And my favorite character of the Ninja Turtles is the Master Splinter, the rat. And I want to share something with you about that, because for me, Master Splinter, along with some others, real people or not, like for example Tony Robbins is very inspirational in some ways. Prem Rawat is another one really inspirational. Laosi, another really inspirational. And I remember I think it was the second movie of the Ninja Turtles, and they had a really tough challenge to solve. And you know what Master Splinter did? He went to the rooftop alone, and he said, when he came back, he said, I meditated about this subject and I have decided. And I remember I didn't know what meditation was back then, but it really hit me. Something hit me, and I said, how come this guy spent a lot of time alone meditating? What is that? And I say, that's interesting. And another thing that he said to his, hi Joanne, hi Randy, another thing that he said to the turtles one day, to Raphael, he said, anger is an unconquerable enemy. I love that. Anger is an unconquerable enemy. I mean, not that it comes to our theme today, but what I'm trying to say is that for me, as a kid, watching the Ninja Turtles was really inspirational. So the invitation is today for you to do something similar, to honor your inner child. Wherever that has been, whatever you have, good memories, sad memories, the invitation is for you to open and hear what it has for you. And what it needs from you too. That's the invitation. check in with your inner child. See what it has for you and what it needs from you to heal, to honor, to whatever it really wants to give to you. And I'll share with you guys, if you guys have been in previous streams, last Wednesday I played some music here on my guitar, and creativity as a child, as a kid, was a big thing for me, but I kept it hidden for a long time because it was painful. It was painful to remember how I got hurt from just being myself as a kid. Hi April. Hi Randy. So I'm holding space for you guys. Take a moment to look at your inner child. If you need me to hold it for you, type it in the chat. I'm really happy to hold your burden, your wishes, your intentions, whatever it is that you need. So nice to see so many hearts and so many messages of love to each other. And I'll write this down. I'll write down on my own notepad here, not on the screen. I'll write down the ones that want me to keep them, hold space for them. I'll do them here in my own notes, but I'll mention them. So the first one is to Paul. To Carol. I'm going to sit in meditation, and you're invited to join me if you want to, or just allow me to hold the space. Your wishes, your intentions, your healing and burdens. Keep them here to myself, and I'll mention them, but I won't write them on the screen today. Let's do our first sit. Take this moment. Hi Mia, hi Tanya. Take this first meditation to check in. Ask yourself, what is it that my inner child needs from me? What does it want to give me? During this time of meditation, I kept in my little heart, I kept Paul, Carol, Monica, Joanne, and Randy for their good health, for their happiness and peace, for what their inner child needed from them. And also I kept here to all of you who didn't voice any burden or any intention or wish. I also hold space for you. We don't need to be voicing. It's totally okay. Hi Jay, thank you for the generous donation. I really appreciate it. That's beautiful, Paul. That's beautiful. He just wanted to be held. And I guess that very deep, all of our inner childs and ourselves, we want to be held. We want to be valued and loved. Just want to be listened. Maybe we just needed a hug. And that can go a long way, right? I have a question for you guys. Before I start reading the messages that you guys sent, I got a question. How were you as a kid? Do you remember? Were you eccentric? Were you energetic? I was very energetic. Ah, Randy, that's beautiful. Sadly, you were using the phone and you couldn't take a picture. Violet says, I'm told I was spoiled. No, you're not spoiled. Choi says, I was wacky. Tanya says, I was fearless. Oh, that's interesting. I'm sorry, I don't know what wacky means. I'll quickly look for it, 1 second. Wacky, amusing, eccentric, irrational, or crazy. Funny. Slightly odd. That's amazing. I'll keep reading, okay? I love the fearless one too. Hi Sue, happy to have you here. Hi Alicia. Ah, so happy that you were able to do that. Yeah, they are Violet. Your friends and family were just jealous of you. Randy says, I was weird, funny, laughed a lot, joyful. Ah, that's a beautiful thing. Weird. I love that we need to say like this, weird. I miss being weird. Thank you, Carol, for the donation. I really appreciate it. Jerry says, I realize now that I was probably lonely. Surrounded by friends all throughout college, childhood. It's very interesting realization, Jerry. What do you think, Jerry? Maybe you want to try something too. Maybe you want to get it back. Or maybe you just didn't need it anymore, right? Alba says, I was observant and curious about things. That is amazing. That's beautiful. Very mindfulness. As a kid, who didn't observe insects, birds, the sky? Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember watching the clouds and try to make sense of the shapes as kids? Fireflies. You look for fireflies. Yes. I was observing yesterday my cat was hunting fireflies. And of course I had to just let him be, right? He's a kid on his own way, even though he's an adult cat. I'm reading Randy's message. Because weird is good, for sure. You were always corrected and told you are not weird. As if they thought I was insulting myself. Weird is good. And weird is good too, of course, yes. Yeah. It's a beautiful realization. We don't need to be normal. What is it to be normal? What is normal anyway? Jay says, I'm quiet and obedient, trying to please my dad. I can relate to that, Jay. A lot. Very interesting realization. I realized when I was 35 years old, I realized that I was trying to please my dad all of my life. 35. Carol says, serious and responsible. Yeah, he was very critical of you. And in a way, guys, and I'll say this, you guys know that I try to not speak a lot, right? I guess that in a way, when we heal our inner childs, when we connect with them, we also need to connect with our parents, with the people that took care of us. Is almost directly tied, you know? It's also part of the healing. Sue says, people said I was caring, sweet and serious. That's beautiful. Anne says, I was bold and now an outgoing child. Childhood trauma changed that. And you became shy and timid, but there is still a bike fighter inside, of course. Do you guys relate to what Jay and Anne are sharing? To what Carol is sharing? Monica says, I was ultra sensitive and picked on by many because of it. That's a beautiful thing, but also sounds like a painful moment too, as a kid. Do you guys can relate to that? You cried a lot because of it. I'm sorry to hear that. I will make another space of silence while you guys process this if you need to, and let me know if you would like me to hold anything for you, any burden, intention, wish, healing. Thank you everyone for sharing your stories, your characteristics as kids. I will sit in meditation for another time, and I will hold in my heart all of you. During this short meditation I kept here in this small heart, all of you who need some love, some who need some peace and joy today, and to all of you who suffer trauma, pain during your childhoods. Thank you everyone for sharing that. Some shared other things, other ways of being, stories. And to be clear, change is not bad. Change will always happen. Nothing prevails forever. Everything changes. But we can go back if we want to meet some connections, some ways of being, some joy. We can do a few steps back or steps forward. I guess what's important is to have the courage to step into those again. I know it took me a lot of courage. Sue, thank you so much. It's a bit small. You're so kind. And I'm seeing Robin. Hi Robin, welcome. Happy birthday, Robin. Robin is a regular of the stream, so happy birthday. Thank you for always being so supportive, and I wish that you are having a beautiful day surrounded by your kittens, your puppies, your family and friends, and that dessert that you love, whatever that is, chocolate, cake. I got another question for you guys. You made strawberry cake. That sounds so good. Guys, I have another question for you. What is it that, if you remember, what did you love as a child, as a kid? What were those things that make you feel excited, made you jump of joy? Those things that made you jump out of bed. Do you remember? Monica says, I loved paper dolls and all other dolls. Other dolls. All other dolls, okay. I remember as a kid, I was so excited to go swimming. God, I was so excited to go swimming. I was a fish. I went to the beach a lot. Oh, just, yeah, Jay, just like that. Swimming in the ocean. I have a river here, so I went to the river in the beach. animals. Sue says animals. She loved animals. Always petted every dog I came across. I know that. Love stuffed animals as well. You still do, yeah. Tanya says, decorating Ukrainian Easter eggs with my dad. Oh, that's beautiful. Decorating like with chocolate? With sugar? Alba says, Saturday cartoons. Ah, yes. It was the only time we were allowed to watch TV. And going outside to play with neighborhood kids. Ah. Such beautiful memories. Randy says playing with animals, petting zoos, blowing away the dandelion spores in the sun. Oh. You were very playful as a child, as a kid. Tanya says, so you decorated with wax and paint. Very intricate designs. Those Ukrainian Easter eggs. Very interesting. Yeah, the Saturday cartoons. I remember a few. I still watch a few every once in a while. Thordis said, I loved playing outside with my cousins and the neighborhood kids. We were free to explore and safe within a loving and connected community. How important is the community? Beautiful Thordis. Jay says, I almost went to the beach every single afternoon with neighborhood kids in summer. Wow. At one point I went to the beach with neighborhood kids too, but only to fish. We were to fish, going to fish. We never catch nothing bigger than this. But we had so much fun. Robin says, I can't see chat, but I've heard of those Ukrainian Easters. So sorry you can't see chat, Robin. You were always at dancing school or riding your bike. Ah, that's beautiful. Sue said, I still love all animals and try to pet every single dog and cat I meet. Love my own rescue cats. Ah, that's beautiful, Sue. By the way, Sue, you can send your animals pictures for the last Friday of April. We are going to have a session for animal companions. If you want to share your pictures, let me know and I'll send you the email. Paul says, going next door to our neighbor's house to watch a color TV. Wow, that's amazing. I bet they invited you some chocolate milk, some snacks, cookies. Fike says, just had so long free time. I was daydreaming, reading books. That's beautiful, Fike. How different is life as adults? You've been Fike, you bring a very interesting subject. Having such long free time. Nowadays, we are surrounded by responsibilities. And we don't seem to be free at all, right? Every time there's something to do. Always busy. and always busy for nothing. A lot of times. Lori says, you loved ice skating, climbing rocks, tap dancing. Oh, I can I can relate to climbing rocks. Sniffing flowers in summer, I bet. Okay, Sue, you can send your pictures here. Your pet pictures here. And we'll have April 24. We'll have another session of this, but especially related to our animal companions. Randy says, I used to dance all the time, alone in front of the mirror. Yeah, Larry was very active. Lori says, I was thinking about daydreaming just yesterday. I was always told I was daydreaming. You missed that. That's so beautiful, Lori. Lori, and for everyone really, well, when was the last time you daydreamed? When was the last time you guys spend time to do nothing other than just being and letting your thoughts flow? Paul says that he loved going to his grandparents' house and the cabin in the woods, fishing in the lake. Oh, that sounds amazing. Cabin in the woods, fishing in the lake. I want that. I bet you missed that, Paul. Lori says, I sit and stare a lot, but I don't daydream the same way as when I was a child. Very interesting. Why do you think that happens? Yes, Lori, thank you for sharing. Maybe we go deeper in daydreaming in a bit. Ricky says, I'm trying to sit down and be and have a cup of nice tea every day. I used to be active, doing anything than resting in the now. I think a view of nature and trees helps to just sit and stare and be. For sure, Ricky, for sure. I guess that as kids, we were more connected with nature too, right? But there is a certain peace in the silence that nature has. Lori says, I think I've lost that sense of endless possibilities. I guess you got dragged into adultness. Like every other adult that stopped being creative, stopped daydreaming. Paul says, when I'm on a retreat, I do more daydreaming. I guess it's kind of inevitable, right, Paul? To do daydreaming when you are on a retreat, especially silent retreats. Endless to-do lists, says Sue, came in the place of childlike curiosity and free time. Yes, yes. We are too damn responsible now. We don't need to rush right now. Especially here during the stream. We don't need to be rushing. We don't need to be doing anything than just enjoying here. Enjoying the conversation and the silence. I'll give you in a second, in a minute. Sihem says, oh, welcome Sihem. It says, when I was a kid, I used daydreaming to escape the present moment. I was there, in my body, but my soul was in the future of who I could become. Now, I still use it, but not that often. I am more aware, and I can talk about it and describe it. Sounds like it evolved on you in a way, Sihem. Erin says, very stressful time for me. I'm so sorry to read that, Erin. I'm happy we can provide this place for you. Everyone is very supportive here. It is self-care and community is so important. And I guess one of the things we remember as child is that we were surrounded. A lot of us were surrounded by friends, by family, by neighbors. Adulting. Erin, I will hold some space for you during my next meditation. Now, let me know, guys, if you would like me to hold for you some burden, wish, intention, or healing. Thank you, Randy. This last meditation of today holding my heart to Lori and Erin for Lori's recovery from COVID and for Erin's peace and happiness reach her way. She's having a hard day. I also still hold space for your inner child, all of you. But this is a bit more target to you, Karma, to you, Monica, to you, Alessi, to you, Robin, to you, Sue, to you, Randy, to you, Paul, to you, Lori, all of you who are behind the screen. This channeled intention is dedicated, goes directly to your inner childs. May they receive it as a ton of love, because we cannot go back to whatever happened in our childhoods. We cannot change what happened. We can only embrace it, learn from it, take it as our story. Whatever that means to you. So I'm sending your inner childs a ton of love. Healing, for peace, for joy. And if you want to, I wish that you can be very connected to them. This has been a very emotional stream. Although I look good, I look okay, I'm smiling and everything, I am carrying a lot of emotion. A lot of memories came from my life, and I bet to all of you too. I bet to most of you, a lot of memories have reached your conscious mind. Some may be very happy, and some others may be very sad. That's totally okay. It's part of life, after all. Happiness and sadness are one thing. They're not separated. Lori and Randy, oh, you guys are so generous. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Really, receiving this is another big indication for me that this is what I should have always been doing. And I have, I'll say this one more time. I said it many times. I have dreamed about doing this when I was 16 years old, 22 years ago. I was still a kid. I dreamed. So my next question for you, and maybe you can keep this for later. What were your dreams? What were your wishes as kids? If you want to share in the chat, it's open. And if you want to keep the question for later, next week, Friday, we're going to hold a safe space for wishes and dreams. It's going to be a beautiful thing to remember those wishes and dreams, no matter how crazy that we had as kids. Sue, thank you so much for being with us and sharing, if you're still here. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Lori says, thank you, Lori, for my inner child a lot of love and joy. It was a beautiful stream. That's why also I said this. A lot of emotion are moving inside. I bet for all of you too. Karma says, my inner child can feel your kindness, and my 4-year-old is giving your 4-year-old a bottle of bubbles. I love it. Thank you so much. Tell him, or her, tell him thank you so much. That's what I needed. Exactly what I needed. A bottle of bubbles. So happy to read, Karma, that it was one of your favorite things today. Randy says, looking forward to more sessions here together. I'm following you now. Ah, it's your first time here, Randy. Welcome. Very warm welcome to you. Ah, yes. Send it, please. Yeah. Dora is Monica's mother's name. Randy, you can send your kitten's name and whoever other animal you want to be hold space on the 24th of April. You can send it here. There, that's the email. I have to type it that way, you know. Okay, guys. Friday last week, Wednesday, a couple of days ago, I tried playing some music on stream on my guitar. It did sound somewhat, it didn't sound as I wanted, but I'll try again, improvising. I'll try one more time. A short improvisation to honor how supportive you are. You're always, and you were today, especially today. Hold on a second until I prepare. This is for all of you. Thank you for your support. Was it good, the audio? Oh, I'm so good, so happy. So happy because last time it was. Thank you so much. Hi, Natalie. So glad to know that, Lori. Thank you. Nice, nice. So I'm planning to do that more often and prepare a bit more in advance, of course. Different tunes, different chords. Thank you, Faik. Glad you liked it. Thank you all. That was for you, for your support, for being so kind. Not only for supporting me, but for supporting each other. And the love that you give, the value that you give just by being yourself. And I'm seeing Matt here in the viewers. Hi, Matt. Please say hi. Hi, Matt. I am embarrassed to play that in your presence. I am so embarrassed to play that. For all of you guys that don't know, I bet everyone knows here, Matt is a fantastic, majestic, masterful musician here in Inside Timer. He plays such beautiful music, and I really encourage you to go check his streams, his tracks, his courses. Do you have courses, Matt? Please, Matt, let us know when's your next stream. Oh, thank you so much. I'm still healing, on what I bring as value, so it's healing for me to read that. everyone liked it, and you were in a trance. Wow. Okay, so Matt is tonight going to be live at 9 p.m. PST. So in about 3 hours, 4 hours, pretty much. I really encourage all of you to check him. Thank you. You know, it is, the energy here is flawless, and it's because people here is so kind. I'm just holding the space, you know. I want to use a word in Spanish, but I don't know it in English. I want to say that I'm putting my best face here to bring what I like doing, which is peace, music, kindness, just a space for people to express. So yeah, thank you, Matt, for joining us today. Please, everyone, I really encourage you to go check his stream today if you have the time, or else just follow him. Matt Moore 66. Erin, thank you so much. You're so generous. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the donations, and everyone's donations has been wonderful. Thank you very much. Today we had a very emotional stream, remembering our inner child, remembering what made us happy, remembering how we were, connecting with it, giving it space to heal and express. And the last thing that I will say about it, and then I will just read the message and end the stream, is that remember that the inner child always speaks to us, but in whispers. The inner child speaks in whispers. Okay, second. I will check some messages and then give you a hug for everyone to be happy. Robin says it's midnight for Robin. Yes, sorry, it's going to be midnight for me too. I'll try to be there if I'm not too tired. Remember that. Take a little moment, guys, after the stream to really unwind. If you have a lot of memories, a lot of emotion, you will need a moment to do nothing. Hi, Nikki. Yeah, the Ninja Turtles were my favorite show as a kid, so I had to use it today. Sadly, I don't have any other t-shirt, but I should go and make it myself. From my favorite character, the Master Splinter. Yeah, Monica says she's going for a walk after this. That is a wonderful idea. Beautiful idea. And I do that after every stream too. I go out and walk in my backyard with my kittens. They follow me, they mess around, they meow all the time. Okay. Thank you for all of those hearts. So much gratitude. Okay, just a few things. You can watch the recording of this on the link on my profile. You can find the recording of all of this. The music that I play will be available in Insight Timer. You just need to give me a bit of time so I can process. I can process the music, I can clean it and send it your way and put it in Insight Timer. You will also find it in the link in my profile. Matt, thank you so much. I'm honored. Very appreciated. And we'll have next Friday we'll have a stream about wishes and dreams. If you had wishes as kids, if you have wishes as adults, you can join next Friday. We'll hold space for all of them, for your dreams to come true. Then, on the last Friday of April, we will hold space for animal companions, our beloved animal companions. And we have so many that all of you have sent pictures. There they are. So many beautiful pictures. She's called Bella, the one that was showing. I don't remember every name, but I have them written. We will hold space for all of the previous one from the previous streams, and also the new ones that you want to send. You are open to send. You can send your beloved animal companions picture here. There. Please send a picture, send a few names, and I will happy add it to the carousel of pictures. There's Monica's pet. It's Matt Pets there too. His puppy. We dedicated the last time a moment to him. A moment to all of the ones that are showing on screen and more. There's also a recording for that. Faik says, I go for a long walk at weekends. Just ignore my phone and don't plan my route. That's amazing. That's the way it has to be. You know, that's called the philosopher's walk. Philosopher's walk. That's what's it called. Old philosophers used to go for a walk without a plan. And that's where they got ideas and resolved issues. Alright. There's also going to be streams on Tuesday, Wednesday, and probably Thursday too next week. I will just I'll show you a few things here. If you want to get notified when new streams will be available, when I put new streams, you can go to my profile or any of your favorite teacher's profile. You can see on the screen here. And if you want to get notified, there should be here some. Okay, let's go to some other teacher. Some other teacher profile because it's not letting me. Let's see, Violet. I trust many of you know Violet. Wonderful teacher. If you want to get notified for Violet's streams, tracks, and whatever she does on the app, You can go here to her profile, click at the top right, and check receive notifications from teacher. You can do that for every of your favorite teacher, which is which is Matt, which is Violet, Blossom, Joanne, who's also here, Joanne Spiller, and me, of course. Hi, John, thank you. Yeah, some streams are a bit harder than others, you know. So I tend to be a little more chill. Joanne just finished her live. Hi Joanne, welcome back. I was just talking about you. So if you want to also get notified for Joanne's streams, a fellow teacher here in Inside Timer, I really encourage you to go check her streams. Let's do that here. Let's do that here in public. Look, she will have on next Thursday a stream about crystals and essential oils, laboratory and chamomile. 10th. Let's go. Whoops. Let's go to her stream next time. 12 a.m. Oh wow. Okay, I will still be there. And if you guys want to get notified for Joanne's streams and tracks, you can check receive notifications. Alright, guys. Beautiful community you create here. Of course, Joanne, you're welcome. Yeah, Faik, you can send your pictures of your pets wherever, if they are here or not, we will hold space to all of them. You can send them here. We hold space for all of them. That's Manu. That's my old kitten. He passed out. That's Cow. He also passed. That's Falula. I cannot remember his name. Alright, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. You guys are amazing. You know that. See you next time. There's Louis. Yeah, they will live forever in these streams. Those are my kittens. Thank you, Joanne. Of course, all of them will live forever in our hearts and as stars in the sky. Bye guys, bye. Let me give you a hug.